Zaka Baruch, good morning everyone. Hanuka Sameach. Continuing the Halachot of Hanuka. So when a person lights his menorah, of course you want to get your whole family there beside you, light together, and it's very important. If a person's, let's say, lighting late, and because we said technically you could light all night, and if he's running late, whatever reason it is, and the family's sleeping, try to even wake up the family members to, okay, I know it's 12 o'clock at night, but we have to light the menorah, and just try to get them to be there. But if, let's say, he's not successful, then you could even light the menorah by yourself with the brachot, and they still fulfill the mitzvah because it's one menorah for the house, and even if they're not present, then they still fulfill the mitzvah. We spoke about already if, let's say, a student is out of town, even if it's in a different time zone, but they're still, not married, they're still under the family roof, then they're yotzeh with the bracha of the parent. Just a moment. So if a person, let's say this person is a student and he's away, and his father's lighting for him in a different city, so he should still try to. So we said anyways to try attending synagogue because they light at the Bet Knesset as well, and try to, even if he's able to be the one to light at the synagogue, so at least you have like a part of it, but you don't have to. But it's a good thing to do. In addition, when you light at home and your family's around, don't just light and then leave the menorah. Hang around the menorah, maybe learn beside the menorah, sing beside the menorah. Spend some time with the menorah. Now, when it comes to lighting, I wrote a little bit in the bulletin about the times. We'll just speak it out a little bit. When it comes to lighting on Erev Shabbat and on Motsei Shabbat. On Erev Shabbat, we light the menorah first before lighting the candles of Shabbat, because generally lighting the candles of Shabbat means we're taking on Shabbat. But we light the menorah first. Now, another thing I didn't write in the halachot there, and I don't think we're going to be doing it in our shul, but ideally is that one should pray mincha before lighting the menorah, because that's what the order was in the Beit HaMikdash. They did a korban tamid shel ben harbaim, and then they lit the menorah. So if there's a minyan, then that's good and ideal. But if let's say here we do it, let's say right before, like we usually do every week. So a person should not pray b'yachid and then do the menorah. But if you have a minyan, then pray b'minyan prior to it. Now on Friday, you're going to need enough oil to last you from when you light before you go to shul till a half an hour after sunset, which is, we said, around 5:45. So the ideal time, let's say, the light is 5:15. So you're going to need to light candles from the earliest time you can light is Plag HaMincha, which is 3:46 this Friday, and shul's going to start at 4:15. So between that time, you're going to need to light your candles, and they need to last you till 5:45. So a half an hour wax candle is not going to cut it. So either for that night, get oil. Usually oil lasts for 2 hours. Even if you have at least one candle that's going to last for those 2 hours, then that's good enough. If, let's say, you actually have wax candles, try to get one candle at least that is going to be a thicker candle that's going to last you for at least that time.
Tea light.
Tea lights last a few hours. Yeah, so that could be a good idea. Yeah, Chazak Baruch. Now, when it comes to Motsei Shabbat, we at home we do Havdalah first, then the menorah, and the reason is because easily number one is we end Shabbat, now we light the menorah, but also because what comes more often takes precedence. What comes more often is Havdalah that takes precedence over Hanuka, and like we said, every night ideally pray Arvit and then do the menorah, because Arvit it takes more often. But what we see at the shul is different. Like last night, we lit the menorah before Arvit. And we're going to see Motzei Shabbat in the shul, we're going to do menorah, then Havdalah. So why is it opposite in the shul? The reason is because two things. Number one is you have a pirsumed denisa de rabim, meaning when I'm lighting the candles, we're showing off the miracle. In a shul, it's showing off the miracle to the public. When I do it at home, it's private, even though it's just me and my family, it's a private thing. But when I do it at shul, it's a public thing. So there's opinions that say that showing off the miracle in public overrides things that take more precedence. But another reason, and it seems like this is the main reason, is that because if we're going to do, let's say, Motsei Shabbat, or let's say every night, we're going to do Arvit first, and then Menorah, and what's going to happen is we're going to light the Menorah and everyone's going to leave. Here, at least you light the Menorah, and then you pray Arvit, so you spend some time with the Menorah, as we mentioned before. And also Motsei Shabbat, if we do Havdalah, then Menorah, we're going to light the Menorah, everyone's going to leave. So therefore you put the Menorah first, and then Havdalah, so at least you spend some time with the Menorah. That's why it's opposite at the shul than it is at the house. Okay, that's that for today. We have Mincha at 4:25. We have our Hanuka party tonight at 6 o'clock. Looking forward. Hope you registered, and if you didn't, then next time. But 6 p.m., it should be a really nice time. And the Gemara Shur, Bezrat Hashem, is going to be tomorrow night. Bezrat Hashem. Have a good day, everyone.